find Ex and Ey, the energies of signals x of t and y of t, shown in figure 2.14a. Sketch the signal x of t plus y of t and x of t minus y of t, so that the energy of either of these two signals is equal to Ex plus Ey. Repeat the procedure for signal pair in figure 2.14b. So they're just asking us to do A and B. Okay, so C is unnecessary. We are going to do this and also this. Okay, now the next thing is okay, so we have to find out the energy. To find out the energy, the formula comes by this using we are going to use using E of x is equal to negative infinity to infinity x. This is for the x, for the x1. We use absolute value of x of t square dt. Same one goes to the y. Ey is negative infinity to infinity, and here y of t square dt. Okay, and this range depends on what we have for the x values, and what else we yeah, we just need to know the range and also the height. Now when we do that, use first let's do for the this part Ex. I'm just doing the 2 1a. Okay, so let's call this one A part. Okay, A part for the first diagram and B part for the second diagram. In the A part, if you look at the x, that's go from 0 to 2, so that's going to be our limit. Whatever the x axis we have is going to be our limit. So I put Ex, that's equal to integration 0 to 2, and then the height is our variable inside of this, so this is 1 right here. So 1 square, and height is the x of t. Okay, so 1 square dt, and then if you integrate this one, and then upper side of the integral is 2, and then lower side of the integral is 0. Lower limit is 0, so 2 minus 0, that's our final answer, and that's 2. And joule, 2 joule energy is given by joule. And let's do it for the Ey. For the Ey, we have one upside that is going from 0 to 1, and one is downside that's going from 1 to 2. So it's better to do separately for both of them. Like I take the range of 0 to 1 first, and at that time the height is 1, like 1 square n dt plus integration, and then we have 1 to 2. I put that one right here, and that time the height is minus 1 dt. If we do that again, this one is going to be 1 times 1 minus 0 and plus, and this one is going to be negative 1 times the upper limit is, and this one is square, so negative 1 square become positive 1. Yes, this is positive 1 here, and the upper limit is 2 and the lower limit is 1. So 1 times 1, that is 1, and then here also 1 times 1 1 1 plus 1, that is 2. Again this is also 2. So let's continue here. So we are getting Ex is equal to 2 joule and Ey is equal to 2 joule. Let's write that one. Ex is equal to 2 joule, Ey is equal to 2 joule. This energy. Now let's see what the question is asking. Find Ex, Ey, that's what we did. The energies of the signals X of t and Y of t. Okay, that's this one. Shown in figure 2.1 for A. Sketch the signal X of t plus Y of t and X of t minus Y of t. Show that the energies of the either of the two signals is equal to Ex plus Ey. Repeat the process. Okay, first they're asking us to add, and then also asking us to subtract, and also we have to calculate the energy of these and prove that that is equal to Ex plus Ey. Now Ex plus Ey is what? Ex is 2, Ey is 2. From this one, from the one we derive, we know that Ex plus Ey is basically 4G. But what they are saying is, if you add these two signals and subtract these two signals, you still get 4 joules. So let's try that. Let's see if it's true. So first, I'm gonna add the signals. It's easy to add with a diagram, so you will have a clear picture of what's going on. So if you look at the first one, x of t, x of t at 0 to 1 range over here, 0 to 1 range, you see the height is 1, and here, what's the height? Here also 1. So if you add these two together, you're going to get the height of 2. So this height is going to be 2, and then I can draw this diagram. Okay, this is 0 to 1. 0 to 1. Now let's see what happening in 1 to 2. 1 to 2, height is 1 here, and here the height is -1. So if you add 1 plus -1, that is 0. So we don't have anything after. So this is basically x of t plus y of t. X of t plus y of t. Now let's go ahead and calculate the energy for this. X of t. So x of t e, x of t plus y of t is equal to integration. Okay. So that is integration. The limit is 0 to 2. No, 0 to 1 actually. We had to look at the x-axis. And the height is 2, so that is 2 square dt. And then here we go. So this is like 4, and then upper limit is 1 minus 0. So we are getting 4. So we prove this one. X of t plus y of t, that is equal to 4. You can also make another line here to mention that. Therefore E x of t plus y of t is equal to Ex plus y, which is equal to 4. Okay, now the last part we have is we have to prove the same thing for the x of t minus y of t. Okay, let's draw the graph for it. Okay, let's again look at the graph. So 1 to 0 to 1, 0 to 1 we have 1, right? So 1 minus 1, that is 0. So 0 to 1 we are not going to have anything. And then 1 to 2 we have 1 here, the height is 1 here, and here we have minus 1. 1 minus minus 1, that is 1 plus 1. Minus minus, that's become to plus. So 1 plus 1, that's 2, positive 2. So we are going to have a graph that is going positive 2 at 1. Okay, the range here is 1 to 2, and the height is 2. And this is basically ex minus ey, ex of t minus, this is x of t minus x of, y of t, y of t. Energy of this one can be calculated using this equation. Integration limits are x-axis, so this is 1 to 2, and then we have the height, that is 2, so this 2 square dt. So what are you gonna have? We are gonna have 4, and then 2 minus 1. So again, 2 minus 1 is 1, 4 times 1, that is 4 joule. Therefore here also we prove that ex of t minus y of t is equal to ex plus ey, which is 4 joule. Okay, so that's the first part of this question. That is for the first picture we are doing right now. Let's do the second picture. We have to do the same thing. I'm gonna go to a new page. In this one we are gonna see the energy for the x graph. Okay, ex, this is b part we are doing. Energy for the x graph. Let's look at the limit. What is the x-axis? We have 0 to 5. At that time the height is 1. So 0 to 5, and the height is 1 at the time, and then that is squared, and then dt. So we are going to have 1 times 5 minus 0. So this is 5. Okay. Oh, and I missed one thing. We have, this is the thing you have to be careful of. We have 1 to 5, and then 5 to 2 5 as well, so I didn't include that. So this is again 5 to 2 5, and that at that time, what's the height? 5 to 2 5, the height is -1. This is -1 square dt. So we're gonna have a plus right here, and then 1 again, and here we're gonna have 2 5 minus 5. Therefore we are gonna have 5 plus 2 5 minus 5, that's also 5, so this is gonna be 5 plus 5, that is 2 5. And we are going to do for the ey, this is 25 joule. Okay, ex is 25 joule, and yeah, you want to write joule, go ahead and write. Now let's look at the ey have 0 to 5 by 2, 5 by 2 to 5, 5 to 3 5 by 2, 3 5 by 2 to 2 5. We have a lot of limits there, so make sure we put 1 2 3 4. We need to put 4 integrals at the same time. So first we have 0 to 5 by 2, and the height is 1 at the time. 0 to pi by 2, and the height is 1 square, and then dt plus pi by 2 to pi. What do we have at that point? Pi by 2 to pi, negative 1 square dt, and then pi to 3 by 5 to 3 pi by 2. Okay, 0 to 5 by 2, 5 by 2 to 5, 5 to 3 5 by 2. At the time we have positive 1 square dt, and the last one is 3 5 by 2 to 2 5. At the time the height is negative 1. Yes, negative 1 square dt. Now let's do the integration. The first one, 1 square, is that's just 1, and then upper limit is 5 by 2 minus 0, the lower limit, and then plus 1, upper limit is 5 5 by 2, and then plus 1 again, 3 5 by 2 minus 5, and then plus 1 2 5 minus 3 5 by 2. Okay, so this is 5 by 2 plus 1 minus 5 minus 5 by 2, that is like 1 minus half, that is 5 by 2 again, and 3 5 by 2 minus 5. So if you want to make it to same denominator, you can multiply bottom and top by 2, that is like 2 5 by 2. So 3 5 by 2 minus 2 5 by 2, that is 5 by 2. And then plus 2 5 minus 3 5 by 2, again you can make the same denominator by multiplying and dividing by 2. So that is 4 pi over 2 minus 3 pi over 2, that is pi over 2. So we have pi over 2 plus pi over 2, that's 5. 5 plus pi by 2, like pi over 2 plus pi over 2, that's 5. And here also 5 by 5 by 2, 5 by 2, 5. So 5 plus 5, 2 5. So totally we have 2 5 over here. So we are getting Ex is equal to 2 5 joule, Ey also equal to 2 5 joule. So if we add Ex and Ey, what are we going to get? Ex plus Ey. That is basically 2 5 plus 2 5, 4 5, 4 5 joule. That's what we're supposed to get. Now, from the question, they are asking us to, okay, find this Ex and Ey, then prove that x of t plus y of t, x of t minus y of t, both of them are equal to this Ex plus Ey. We have to add and subtract these two graphs and make sure that also provides 4 5 joules. Okay, now let's add it. Let's look at the interval. So here the lowest interval is 5 by 2. So I'm gonna look at from this perspective, because you have to see where the intervals are changing, and here's the lowest changing here. 5 by 2 is changing. So I'm gonna look at this perspective. So I'm gonna take the first interval as 0 to 5 by 2, and here the height is 1, and here the height is also 1. So if you add them, 1 plus 1, that's 2. Let's graph. 0 to 5 by 2. At the time the height is going to be 2. Okay, okay, so that is 0 to 5 by 2. Now 5 by 2 to 5, the height is -1 here and here +1. If you add +1 and -1, that's going to become 0, so we don't care about this one. Now 5 to 3 5 by 2, at the time the height here is 1 and here that is -1, so 1 plus minus, -1 plus 1, that is 0. Okay, and again 3 5 by 2 to 2 5, we have -1 here and here also -1. If you add -1 and a -1, that's -2. So we are going to have something at 3 5 by 2 2 5, that is 3 5 by 2 to 2 5, that is -2. We are going to have something over here. Three 5 by 2 to 2 5, and that is -2. So the height here is -2. Now let's find the energy of this. This is x of t plus y of t. Now let's find the energy of this and see if it's equal to 4 5 joules. That's what we supposed to get. So I take the equation ex of t plus y of t, that's equal to integration. The range is, first we are going to take 0 to 5 by 2, 0 to 5 by 2, and then the height at the time is 2, so we're going to put 2 square over here, and then dt plus plus we are going to have integration, and here we have 3 5 by 2 to 2 5, and at the time the height is -2, so -2 square dt, and 2 square is 4, and then upper limit is 5 by 2 minus 0, and then plus -2 square also 4, and here the upper limit is 2 5 minus lower limit is 3 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 minus 0, that is 5 by 2, so this is 2 5 plus 4 times 3 5 by 2, this is 2 5, 2 5 minus 3 5 by 2. If you want to make it the same denominator, multiply and divide by 2, so that's 4 by 5, 4 5 by 2 and 3 5 by 2, that's 5 by 2. So again 2 5 plus 4, this is again 2 5, 2 5 plus 2 5, and that is 4 5 2. That's what we want to prove. We want to prove ex plus y is equal to x of ex of t plus y of t. So from this one we can prove that ex of t plus ex of t y of t is equal to ex plus ey, which is equal to 4 5 joule. Okay, so that's one part of this, and we had to do another thing, that is we had to subtract these two graphs and find the energy and prove that it was equal. Okay, let's look at the graph. So here 0 to 5 by 2, over here we have 1 and 1, 1 minus 1 0, we don't, so that's gone. And then 5 by 2 to 5, we have 1 and then -1, 1 minus minus 1, that is 1 plus 1, that is 2. So what we are going to have here, is this is 2, and this is from 5 by 2 to 5. Okay. Yeah, that is plus 2, 5 by 2 to 5. 1 minus minus 1, that's plus 2. And then next one, 5 to 3 5 by 2, we have minus 1 here and a plus 1 here. So 5 to 3 5 by 2, minus 1 plus 1. So minus 1 minus plus 1, that is minus 1 minus okay, just if you want to avoid confusion, put it like minus 1 minus plus 1, that is minus 2. So we have something at 5 to 3 5 by 2. Okay, 5 to 3 5 by 2, we have minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 2. So we are going to have graph. Okay. The height here is minus 2, and this is going to 3 5 by 2. And let's look at the last interval. The last interval we have is 3 5 by 2 to 2 5. At that time, here we have -1, and here also we have -1. So minus 1 minus minus 1. Okay, if you write that, minus 1 minus minus 1, minus minus become plus, minus 1 plus 1, that is 0. So we don't have to worry about that, but that's 0, so we don't have to worry about so this is the only integral we have to take care of. And integration, the lower limit is 5 by 2, upper limit is 5, and the height at that time is 2, so 2 square here, and then d. And this one is x of t minus y of t, and we are calculating the energy for ex minus y. Okay. Okay, so 2 square and plus integration 5 to 3 5 by 2. At that time the height is -2 square dt. So this is 4, and then upper limit is 5, lower limit is 5 by 2, and then plus this is also 4, and then upper limit is 3 5 by 2 minus 5. So we are going to have 4 times 5 by 2. 5 minus 5 by 2 is 5 by 2. So 4 times 5 by 2, that is 2 5. Plus this is 3 5 by 2 minus 5. So if you want to make same denominator, you can multiply top and bottom by 2. So 2 5 by 2 5. 3 5 by 2 minus 2 5 by 2, that is 5 by 2. So 4 times 5 by 2, again 2 5. So this is again 4 5 joule. Therefore we prove that E x of t minus y of t is also equal to ex plus y, ex plus ey, which is 4 5. Ex plus y. Therefore we prove that for both of them if you calculate ex and ey and add them together, that is equivalent to adding the graphs and subtracting the graph. Okay, we have proved that ex plus ey is equal to ex of t plus y of t, and also x of t minus y of t for the first graph, and we did the same thing for the second graph. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you guys on my next